It's been a while. Thought I'd give you a tour. Made a couple videos of skidding logs, and I think I've got everything down and drug up to where it's easy to get to, so I can snatch them and get them to the mill. So I've got several little stages around here from cutting these white oaks down. Should be the last of everything, so it'd be neat if I could get more than 3 days in a row without rain. Got a torrential downpour last night. Just had the driveway kind of dried out and packed down. Got a bunch of rain. I don't want to turn it all to mush again. So here's another group. And there's a skidding cone. It worked out great. Pulling these up. Kind of cold out today. Temperature's supposed to drop a little more. Had some flurries. There's another batch drug up. Got some daffodils blooming. And then I think the last batch I've got, it's right down there. I can grab those with the excavator though. I've got I got a frog singing in the water tank there. It's nice, cool, cold spring water. He has the sound of love about him. And at the mill yard, I got these drug up. Ready to get to the mill as soon as everything quits leaking. I'll do the spring tune up on the mill and get that get all that firewood somewhere. I got it coming out my ears. So anyway, while it's still wet, I think I'll take this time to do other things, like get some power installed out here. Gonna put together a temporary power pole and put in my packet with the local REMC and get them to set a transformer, and might not have to use the generator as much, which will be pretty cool. Because I got some heavier powered equipment to bring in to start processing lumber. So well, here we go. Gonna do a temporary service install back by, as you can see, where the house is going. Your local power company should have one of these somewhere posted. It tells you what they want to see on the installation. And then take this and apply some National Electric Code, and that'll get you there. But I'm gonna start laying out for the depth of bury, the meter base, and the weatherhead on this 6x6 by 20 foot treated post. It's got to be treated. I asked them if I could use sawmill lumber off my mill, and they said it's got to be treated. So here we go. What was that, 100 $110. Borrowed a trailer to get it here, and use the excavator to set it on the foundation and start laying it out. So this is not a training video, and I am not an electrician, but I've been around it enough, and I've got all the books that you would want to learn. And since I'm building this house, I can do the electrical work, and it will be inspected by the county inspector. So here we go. Like I said, I'm not telling you how to do it. I'm just telling you how the county wants it done, and how the power company wants it done, and what the NEC wants done. So here we go. So we got 4 feet of burial. And then we've got 6 feet to the top of the meter base. And now I'll unload parts. This is always the fun part.
What?
Trying not to knock out more rings than you want to. Fucker. Did I say that? Love to change the world. There's that. And one more for a 2-inch.
Why didn't you start breaking it from the outer rip?
Well, that'd be a good way to go, Ray, but there's lots of...
But what? But what?
I would like to, but it doesn't always work that way. No. Because this biggest one always wants to...
Bend the rest of the box.
it just wants to knock itself out.
When I was a little electrician.
Yeah? Tell me about it.
Well, my husband.
It's the worst part of the whole thing. I think these are designed to sell bushings. Helps to have the right tool.
Well, in my experience, dinosaurs have always been the superior.
Right.
It's my go-to.
Right. There we go. I just need to adjust that a little bit.
I would say tweak it, but adjust if you must.
Yeah, you know. Okay, I got those knocked out, so let's put the cap on it. Oh.
Did you get something to eat on your way home?
Nah. Had something before I left the shop.
What'd you have?
Can you guess?
Sausage dogger. What is it? Hot dogger.
Hot dogglers, Ray. hot dogglers.
Now, Shrek, if I go over and get in the cab of your truck, it's not going to scream at me McDonald's or Burger King.
Oh no,
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
I love playing with Play-Doh.
Well, they call this duct seal, Ray. And it's essentially the same thing as plumber's putty. Because you want a weather-tight seal, Ray. You know?
And that good Play-Doh smell.
Right. Oh. Use your strong hand. Okay. That's good. I'll put some thread seal on that before I finish it off.
Oh no, what if you did it upside down?
I didn't. I like to use the most aggressive Sawzall blade on this. That was a joke, but it works. Now some glue. Okay. You want to use, I'm doing a 200 amp service. So that requires 3/0 wire and 2-inch Schedule 80 PVC. And to play nice with your inspector, you want to put the printed side out so they can see that it's actually Schedule 80. So that's that. There's that. I'm not going to get this post set tonight, so I'm not going to pull wire yet. I won't do that until I can actually fix it in the ground. Make it a little bit harder for those in dire straits to steal copper. If that makes sense to y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that away from the glue for now. Treated pole. Exterior grade screws. Alright. Electrical's often like plumbing. Takes more than one trip. Unless you get a truck with all the shit you need on it. So I also didn't bring my cable cutters for the conductors, so I'm gonna cut that with a 4-inch cutoff wheel. Anyway, you'll see. Good time Charlie's got the blues. Okay, I'm gonna run the neutral down first. And you will hear cussing at some point. You may have already. Toys. Okay, so running my neutral, and I've got it shoved down to the disconnect, excuse me, the meter base. And what you want to do is mark your neutral. With white, or if your cable is got a white mark on it or whatever. I do. I don't know if you can see this or not. I do a couple wraps of white electrical tape to designate that before I run the other cables in, and then try to figure out which is which. So always run that neutral first, and then we'll go down to the meter base and mark it there. And I probably don't have the come on, Sugar Bear. That'll be a little easier. It's always something. This 3/0's a good time. So I'm going to strip off about a 1/2 inch to go into that lug, and then within those first couple inches, got to mark, designate what's the neutral. Okay, there's that. And then I'm gonna go get a knife and strip that, and look for my Allen wrenches. I hope I got a big enough one for that. I think I have forgotten it. I said, you want to strip off about a 1/2 inch. Doesn't want to come off, so you know it's good. There we go. And I gotta find that Allen wrench. I think I might have that in my car parts, but anyway. There's the weatherhead.
Good job.
The segment of routing 3.0 wire into the service disconnect that should go here was deleted due to a large volume of profanities, spicy language, and general bitching. Okay, let's dig a hole for a power pole. To release the pressure. A lot of people don't get this part. I'll turn it on. Don't look at my passcode. Okay. There is a setting, machine settings, and then auxiliary pressure release, and then you press the auxiliary button. So you do that, and it tells you that complete. You hit dismiss, and here's what people forget to do. You have to work all your controls and let the pressure out. All your controls, and then I'll hit that just for the hell of it one more time, and I felt the machine shift, and then I work the controls. Hit it again. All right, and with that, those couplers are a lot easier to release. I'll show you that now. don't make a fool of me. There's two. And a lot of people have a hard time putting them on. But if you do that, release that pressure, and those really just click on there. It's not an instruction manual, but we have a temporary power post installed. I still need to throw a couple breakers in here and then run some conduit and put some 20 amp outlets and run a 50 amp breaker for a welder, and I'll get that outlet installed as well. But that's it. I saved you the trouble of my struggle running that 3/0 cable because it's no fun. And get my strap off of here. I can need 1, 2 more clamps, and then run my number 6 ground from the meter base to the panel, into the ground, and over to that 8-foot ground rod that's 5/8 that I've got over 4 feet in the ground, and call for an inspection, and then I can backfill. And I already put the paperwork in for the power company, so it's an engineering. They're going to come out and look at stuff, get a materials list, and set a transformer back there, and then they're going to go overhead to an eye bolt that's up there, and then I'll have an electric bill, which is something I haven't had in several years. So I'd like to thank my wife, who you've heard off camera, motivating me and letting me know when I've done all of the things wrong. But thanks for watching.